Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Kalonda Casey. I am 64 years young and I am so happy to have you here. First of all, today is Memorial Day and I do have a heavy heart because I do think of the ones that are gone in my family and the ones that have sacrificed for our country. So if you're American, you totally understand what today is. We have a lot of people from around the world, and so this is a day that we stop and honor the ones that have sacrificed their lives for our country, and it just means the world to me. And I miss my dad. I think about him. He was a veteran and I have a heavy heart. And so I actually had a little meltdown yesterday with my family thinking about my dad. And it was really good memories, let me tell you. Those little tears will just come out of nowhere. I had somebody ask me a question. Why do you ask us to subscribe to the channel at the beginning of your videos? Well, because I just want to remind you as you're watching the video, if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. You don't have to do it right now. Please subscribe, please like the video, leave a comment and let me know that you are here watching because it means so much to me. But I do it as a reminder, not begging for people to subscribe, because if you don't want to be here, that's fine. But anyway, that's why I do it. And I like to address comments like that so that in case you wonder the same thing. And anyway, didn't hurt my feelings. It was just one of those comments I felt like I needed to answer. And so what are we talking about today? We are talking about Ulta makeup. You heard me. You know I'm a Sephora girly, Sephora shopper, Rouge member, but I have started shopping some at Ulta as well, and you'll learn more about that in the video. Everything I'm showing you today is pretty affordable, so sit back, get a glass of water, glass of wine, a cup of coffee, whatever time of the day you are sitting down to watch this, and just enjoy the video. So without further ado, let's push in and let's get to the makeup. Let's get started on this makeup look. I have pulled my hair back because you know that drives me crazy if I do not have it away from my face when I am putting makeup on. Second of all, somebody asked me recently in the very sweetest, no shade throwing comment, if I use filters on my camera when I film, and the answer is absolutely not. I have two lights in here and that's all, and a camera. And this is me, my 64-year-old skin. I don't even know how to use a filter like in the editing program. If I use the editing program, I don't even think there's any sort of filter you can use because my editing program is very simple and not complex. And so this is me. So I kind of take that as a compliment. And of course I have a sparkling water. This one is black cherry. Keeps me hydrated. And I have started doing something a little different on my skin when I am getting ready. I have started using the Danessa Myrick's Blurring Balm. And what this does is it helps with these pores that drive me crazy right here in this part of my face. And then I just take what's left over and I put it here on the area, and this is what it looks like. And so what is lovely about this, it's called the Yummy Skin, and this is the universal color. It goes on very cream-like, but then it dries down into a powder. You could also run it up underneath your under eyes. I just let that sit while I am putting my makeup on, and I used it 2 years ago nonstop. I went through like 3 of these. Then I get sent so many products that I just forget about things, and I found a brand new box of this in my beauty stash, and I was like, I'm gonna start using it again, and I'm glad I am. So none of these products were sent to me by Ulta. I have heard a lot of good things about the Ulta Collection beauty products, and I wanted to try them out for myself, and I feel like I need to bring you all options, and we're going to see how I feel about these products compared to my Sephora Collection products that I use. And so not everything is from Ulta, but everything will be linked down below. And I have started using the NARS. This is the Complete Concealer is what I think it is. I have started using this as my eyelid primer. And again, I used to use this, forgot about it, and I felt like my other one was starting to dry out my eyelids. And so I decided to go back to the NARS. This is the light color, and it's called Nagatine, and it's the 2.2. And it feels really good on the eyelids. There's a couple things I will not compromise on, and that is my powder. I am very specific and love the Laura Mercier powder because it works so beautifully on my dry skin. I'm sorry if you hear noise in the background. That is because I am doing laundry. We had a big family get-together yesterday, and oh my gosh, I have so much laundry that I usually do laundry one day on the weekend. I didn't do laundry at all, and so this is Memorial Day and I'm doing laundry. It's a mess. Okay, we're going to start with the eyes, and this is called the Everyday Favs by Ulta Beauty Collection. It is a very neutral palette, beautiful colors. I think it's lovely. I have tested them out because I felt like I needed to test products out before this video, just in case I ran into some issues and needed to kind of change things up. This is a lovely palette. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mattes. So that's a really good selection. And so I'm just going to keep it simple today. And I'm starting with 5 o'clock. It's very powdery, very, very powdery, but I didn't notice much fallout when I tested this palette out. And it's a really pretty color. I am going to blend this with a clean blending brush before I continue on. I think I'm going to take this darkest color, which is called Chocolate Kiss. It's very dark. I'm just going to tap it into this outside corner. Just up into this area. This eye has gotten really hooded. Like, it's not as bad today. Some days I wake up and this whole right corner of my eyelid is folded over. It is really aggravating. That's just age. That's all there is to it. Again, I'll take this and I will start blending. They go on beautifully. This is a highly pigmented palette. I was very stunned because having been on the Sephora squad for 2 years, I was under contract that I couldn't really show anything from Ulta. So I had to be, you know, I really didn't know much about Ulta products. And so I just wanted to do some testing and see what I think about them now that I'm not under contract. Let me spray some setting spray on my fingers. And I'm taking this pretty gold color. It'll look really good. And isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, so pretty. I love it. I love a good shimmer moment. And when the shimmer doesn't start falling, I know it's a pretty good formula. Thank you for allowing me to thank our partner for today's video, Mochi Health. As many of you know, I have been with Mochi Health for several months in my GLP-1 weight loss journey. What I love about the company, it is tailored for your needs. The very first thing you have to do to get started with Mochi Health is to fill out a medical questionnaire, and it is quite in-depth, which is a really good thing. After you have filled out the medical questionnaire, you get to sign up for your appointment with a Mochi Health medical doctor, which is done virtually. In the medical appointment, they sit with you, they talk about everything from your past weight loss journeys and everything that they need to know about your medical history. And it's an excellent and very thorough meeting. Believe me, I did it. It really helps to talk to a medical doctor that understands what you have been through with your weight loss ups and downs and your woes and any questions that you have. And they also understand your frustration. That was my biggest takeaway, is that she understood what my frustrations were and she wanted to help me. There's also a nutritionist that you can make an appointment with, and that is covered under your subscription fee, which is $79 a month. And then once you decide on your GLP-1 medication, that is an extra amount. For instance, semaglutide is $99 a month and trizepatide is $199 per month. However, if you use my link and my code down below, then you will get $40 off your first month subscription, which is wonderful. I have really been pleased with my GLP-1 journey, and I hope if you are considering it, you will consider Mochi Health. Okay, so now I am just going to go up underneath the eyes. And this is what was underneath the eyes. Very minimal fallout. My skin is so smooth right here from the blurring balm powder. I love that product. It's very, very good. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the foundation, and this one is called the Ulta Beauty Collection Complexion Crush. It's the medium coverage foundation. Okay, I'm putting a bunch on the back side of my hand. I forgot that a little bit of this goes a pretty long way. And I'm going to have the price for each of these products on screen. And I think it gives a really pretty coverage. You notice I really stipple in my product because when you have a lot of texture on your face, it just doesn't look that good without it being stippled in. And as the product becomes less and less on the brush, just going to clean off the back of my hand so I don't get that on me. I am just going to sit here and really blend this in and let you all know that I really appreciate each and every one of you, and the JCPenney's video has done so well, and your comments were really sweet, and I really appreciated your feedback. And I did decide to go with the multicolor dress. Some of you did not like it. Very few didn't like it, but I love it, and I think that for the occasion, it calls for that dress. I showed my manager the dress and she loved it and she thought it would be perfect. So that made me feel really good. Oh yeah, that looks lovely. Now what I'll do is I'll just go in and I just push the product in with my Stands Out Beauty Sponge. Girls, if you do not have this, you really should. It's a world of difference from a beauty blender. It's so good on mature skin. I really like it. And okay, that feels good. It's a pretty decent color on me. And now I'm going to tell you, I did try the bronzer and I didn't really love it, but I'm going to try it again today, and I'm going to try doing it a little different, and I'm going to tell you why I didn't like it. I felt like it was very emollient. I have dry skin, and I felt like this really was, I hate to use the word oily, but that's what I felt. And so I'm just going to use the word oily. Okay, I got to pull my hair back. And yes, I know that's going to look really, really beautiful on camera, but I'll fix my hair and I have to change my clothes and all of that. And so I'm just taking it. I am using this BK Beauty 109 brush. I think this is such a good brush for any kind of bronzer moment, bronzering moment. And I'm gonna just take what's left on my brush. And I have also had comments about how I don't blend into my hairline. I do blend into my hairline. You guys, I have loss of pigment at the top of my forehead, and no matter what I do, I can put a product there and it looks so pretty for about 20 seconds, and then the really white skin comes in again. So it is what it is. And I didn't have that until I went gray. So I guess that's just part of the gray hairline that has come down. I don't know. I'm not really sure. It does give a really pretty glow. I mean, like some warmth to my skin, I think. But I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it does look pretty dewy. It does. I'm going to put a little bit here on my nose, just a little bit. I've never felt a bronzing product that dewy. It feels, and I want to see if you can see it. Look how shiny it is. It almost feels like a lip product. It's hard to explain, but my powder will take care of that. It's just really not. This is a no. This is just a no. And it's called the Oh My Glow Creamy Bronzer. So of course, if it says glow, it's glowing. Other thing that I do not compromise on, and that is my Maxine's Revenge French Face. My concealer of choice, and has been for a while, a year, a good year. Yes, because I was in LA last year around this time, and I met with the owner of Maxine's Revenge, and we have become amazing friends. And I talk to her every day on Marco Polo, and we just have a great relationship. And we are very different, but we have a lot of like things as well. And no, I do not recommend her concealer because we're friends. I recommend her concealer because it's so good. It has so many pigments in it that stretch, so it doesn't really crease under our eyes, and it just looks so pretty all the time. And I'm a huge fan. I wear the color light peach. Light peach or light beige. I like both of them, and they will color match you. And I have a discount code, and I'll put it in the links down below. And she just increased the size of her tubes. So this is a really nice size tube. This was the original tube, and I keep one so that I can show y'all. And this is the new one. And she had to increase her price, but when you compare her high-end concealer to other brands, it's still such a bargain. Okay, now all I'm doing is I am just taking my brush, and I again am blending it in a little more. I always use more than she does. Leah is the master of French face, let me tell you. And you should follow her here on YouTube. I'll put her YouTube channel down below as well. She is the master of using a lot less, but I just really like the way I do my eyes, and I've always done my eyes this way, and I feel very comfortable with the look that I get from this. I get so thirsty when I film. It's crazy. Okay, while I have the eyeshadow out, I'm gonna take this Rephr 03 brush. These are such good brushes. And I'm gonna go into a color called Mocha Latte and go underneath my lower lash line. Just to soften the wrinkles and crinkles. That's it. And the eyes are getting there. The brow product is a no. This is it. And the color is terrible on me. They do not have, they do not have a gray. This one is ashy taupe, and it looked horrible. It's a good product. It's just the color is terrible. And so I'm getting rid of it because why keep it? It just isn't ever going to work for me. What I am going to do on my brows is use a product you can get at Ulta, and it's the NYX. This one is called the Micro Brow Pencil. It's a very good pencil, and it is in the color gray, and so it works well with my hair. My eyebrows have gotten so light. I'm really shocked that they're not gray. How can that be? Like, you know, when most men gray, their beard's gray. So you would think the hair on my eyebrows would get a little bit gray as well, but nope. They're just they're getting blonder. I will soften them, no worries, but You got to start somewhere. This is a very reasonable product. It's extremely good. I like that it is a micro pencil, but you can't put the lead up. I guess that's what you call it. You can't put this part up very high, because if you go up much higher than this, it will break off. And as I've always told you all, I have one eyebrow that is darker than the other. And it's a real pain in the tush, believe me. So I'm just going to soften up. Look at my mirror over here. And soften those up. And remember, trust the process. Don't judge the look until it's finished. Okay, I am going to curl my lashes. I'm going to use my Shiseido. And if you do not curl your lashes, you might want to consider doing it, because it's pretty good. It does help to make your eyes look a little bigger and better, and it just opens everything. Okay, I am using the Ulta Beauty. It's called Lash Flash, and it is a tubing mascara. So let's talk about this mascara. The wand gets a little messy. The silicone bristles are pretty good, and I've used the mascara, I think, twice. Well, I had a little filming snafu. I had to end up finishing this eyelash off camera. So on the tip of this mascara wand are these little prickly little pieces that come out, and I love that in a wand. I always love that because it gets those corner lashes and the outside lashes, and I just really like them. I feel like you need to put that second coat when the first coat is wet. This eye, I didn't get to do that because I was racing against the camera. I do put mascara on the lower lashes. Some people don't. It's totally up to you what you want to do. We are making progress now. I did buy a blush, a cream blush. First of all, I just don't like the way it looks. I think it looks messy, and I think it could be messy, but I do want to try it. I'm gonna kind of, it's called Too Cheeky brush. Let's see what I think. It's a very pretty color, and you know I lean toward, you know, peaches and corals. It's very pretty. Putting it on the back of my hand because I just think it would be safer to do so than to take it and put it right on the cheeks. Not crazy about doing that with any cream blush unless I know the product really well. That's pretty, but again, it seems to be very dewy. You can also use this on your lips. That's interesting. I do like it when a product is versatile like that. So now I'm taking the Velvet Veil Minerals blush. I'm going to really soften that color in the palm of my hand. That's a good tip and trick. And I'm doing this to set that cream blush. Okay, that's a lot. I'm just gonna take a brush like this, which is clean. It's always good to keep just a fluffy brush on your makeup vanity. Let's take it. Why not? Let's just soften it. Okay, we are definitely getting somewhere. Now, I kind of stubbed my toe on my lip colors. I really thought this plumped up pout was going to be beautiful, but it's super sheer. And I'll show it to you in the back of my hand. You can't see anything. Like there's no color. Don't buy this. What a waste. There's a tiny bit of color. So when I did my purchase at Ulta, they had a gift with purchase. And it came in this darling little bag, and I'm gonna check to see if they still have it. I'm not sure. And they had this, and they had a lot of sample size products in there, which I loved. I'm going to line my lips. So when I line my lips, you're gonna say, I don't see it. The color is probably called beige. I always line my lips. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face, which I always do so that my lips can be set as well. And so, warning shot, and this is the Matte Veil Setting Spray, and I just bought a travel size so I could check it out. It's always a good way to shop in case you do not like a product. It's a fine mist. Now I'm going to change my clothes, fix my hair, and then I'll come back and put my lipstick on and just chit chat with you all. I am back and my hair is finished. I put some earrings on, a cute blue and white dress, and because it is Memorial Day and these earrings are so cute. They're red, white, and blue, and they're crystals, and I'm gonna link them because let's face it, 4th of July will be here before you know it, and these would be cute to be wearing during the month of July for sure. And as I mentioned, the whole lipstick issue was a problem, but problem resolved because in my gift with purchase, there was the best lip color for me, and it is one of their matte lipsticks. And yes, it's available in the normal size, and I really like the texture of this matte lipstick so much. And they also included a really sweet little gloss. Has a little sparkle in it. I forgot to put my setting powder on, which I don't like to do after I put my lipstick on, but I'll be careful. And I am definitely powdering over these products right here, because they're dewy and just a little bit too dewy for my liking. But overall, I think the look really came together very nicely and affordable, might I add. And so I'm going to go over each of the products and I'm going to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down so that you will know what I liked and what I didn't like. So first of all, the Everyday Favs eyeshadow palette, definitely thumbs up. It is a buy. The cream blush grew on me, and I'm going to say yes, but please put it on like I did. Put it on the back of your hand and then put it on. But I'll say yes to this, and I'm definitely saying yes to the powder blush. Both are very good products. The setting spray, I liked it. Did I love it? No, but I liked it for the price. And so I would say if this is in your price range, definitely try it out. The lip liner, I did not like. I felt like I just didn't like the consistency of it. I didn't feel like it was going to keep my lipstick within the lines. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't like the formula. The matte lipstick formula, absolutely loved it. The gloss, yes. The mascara, is a no for me. I just don't like it. I don't think it does anything for my lashes. And I've used this 3 times and I've let air get into it because sometimes I do not think you can get an accurate representation of mascara until it's been used a while, and this is a no for me. I didn't like it. The foundation, I liked it. It is a definite yes for me. This plumped up pout, if you just want something emollient for your lips with no color, it's a yes, it's a no for me. I was really distraught when I saw there was no color that came out of this color. So why not just make it clear? The brow pencil from NYX is a yes. Be careful with it, but it is a yes and it's a good price. The NARS Complete Concealer, absolutely 100%. I love this product. French Face Concealer, 100% yes, yes, yes. Look into this, you will not be sorry. And so with that, this affordable makeup look has come to an end, and I really enjoyed bringing these products to you. I like to show you high-end products, affordable products, store brand products such as the Ulta Beauty Collection. I really do think that they have something going on with that collection, and I think that you might want to start dipping your toe into some of the products. I will do a Sephora collection video in the upcoming months, and you know, maybe I'll do a comparison, one side Sephora, one side Ulta collection, who knows, but we'll figure that out down the road. And I really appreciate you being here. If you will subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and like this video, it would mean the world to me. If you are new here and you are a new subscriber, please let me know so that I can welcome you to our community. It is such a wonderful place, and I adore being here on YouTube, and so happy I am back and really putting my best foot forward for you all, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off, and I will see you the next time. Bye.